Babe Ruth Saves Baseball by Frank Murphy. Almost everyone knows something about George Herman Ruth. You probably know him as Babe. That was his nickname. Babe played for the New York Yankees. He hit hundreds of home runs. Most people think he was baseball's greatest player. But do you know the best thing about Babe Ruth? He saved baseball. He did. Here's how it happened. The story starts off in 1914, Babe Ruth's first year in the major leagues. Baseball was America's favorite sport. Fans read about games in newspapers. Kids collected cards of their favorite players. And people filled ballparks to cheer on their favorite teams. Baseball was Babe's favorite sport too. Believe it or not, Babe wasn't always a Yankee. Babe played for the Boston Red Sox. In those days, Babe was a pitcher, not a hitter. Babe threw fast. Babe threw strikes. And he almost always won. Pitchers don't play every day, so pitchers don't hit that often. But Babe practiced hitting. He loved to swing the bat. He loved to hit the ball. And boy, could Babe hit. In 1915, Babe hit his first home run. It was against the New York Yankees. He hit it hard, he hit it high, and he hit it far. Fans cheered. They never had seen a home run quite like it. People began to wonder, why isn't Babe a hitter? Babe, get ready to bat more, said Babe's coach. Babe still had to pitch in some games, but now he got to play every day. In 1919, Babe hit the most home runs ever, 29. In every city he played in, people kept track of Babe's home runs. Babe kept track too, by carving notches in his bat. And Babe hit at least one home run in every city he visited. No one had done that before. Babe became the king of home runs. In that year, something bad happened to baseball. Fans were excited about the World Series. They wanted to find out which team was the best, the Chicago White Sox or the Cincinnati Reds. But some White Sox players cheated. People all across America found out. People were shocked. Many fans stopped going to baseball fields. A boy saw his favorite White Sox player. "Say it ain't so, Joe," the boy cried. But it was. People just didn't trust baseball anymore. Baseball needed someone who could make fans care again, but who was big enough to save baseball. Babe Ruth? That's who. In 1920, something good happened to Babe Ruth. Babe went to play for a new team, the New York Yankees. Babe knew that meant no more pitching, just hitting. Babe met his new teammates in New York City. "I'm Babe Ruth. Let's play ball," he said. People wondered, could Babe hit 29 home runs again? "I'll hit 50 this year," he promised. "Impossible," people said. The season started, game after game. Babe clubbed home runs. The more Babe hit, the more people paid attention. "That Babe Ruth sure can hit," they said. Newspaper boys shouted out the news. Babe hits another. Yankees win. And Babe was right. He hit a lot more than 29 that year. He hit 54. Wow, Babe Ruth really keeps his word, people said. Babe was changing people's minds about baseball, and Babe's home runs changed baseball. Now every team tried to hit more home runs. Other players even tried to copy Babe's swing. That meant more runs and more excitement. Babe loved children, so he did something for fun. He signed hundreds of baseballs, then he hid them. Children raced around town to find them. More and more fans came to watch Babe. People were too crowded. The Yankees needed more seats, so they built a new ballpark, and it was big, just like Babe's home runs. Some ball yard, Babe said. For the first time, people called a ballpark something different, a stadium. It was named Yankee Stadium, but one reporter had a better idea. He remembered why they built it, so he nicknamed it the house that Ruth built. On April 18th, 1923, the gates opened. A marching band played music. The American flag was raised. Babe's old team, the Boston Red Sox, came to play. Before the big game, Babe made a wish. Babe said he wished to hit the first home run in Yankee Stadium. Everyone waited to see if Babe could do it. The governor of New York threw out the first ball. The umpire shouted, "Play ball!" By the fourth inning, the Yankees were winning, but no one had hit a home run yet. Babe came up to bat. Fans held their breath. People listened to their radios. Everyone wanted to know if Babe's wish would come true. The pitcher threw the ball. Babe swung with all his might. Whack! The radio announcer called out, "He did it! He did it! Babe Ruth hits the first home run ever at Yankee Stadium." Babe jogged around the bases. The crowd stood and cheered. Hooray for Babe! Hooray for baseball! Babe crossed home plate. He lifted his cap and waved to the fans. Then he bowed. His wish had come true. Babe hit a total of 714 home runs in his career. He was one of the first players elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Today, people remember Babe as the greatest baseball player ever. Almost everyone knows something about Babe Ruth. But now you know the best thing about Babe Ruth: how he saved baseball. Author's note: Babe Ruth really did care about saving baseball. He said, "I won't be happy until we have every boy in America between ages of 6 and 16 wearing a glove and swinging a bat." Today, millions of boys and girls play baseball in part because of Babe. The end.